Alright, I'm going to be going over the game that I made for the EECS 298 final project. It's a game called Cove Crusader where you're a pirate trying to find the One Piece. I had a lot of fun making it. There are some things that I wish that I had had time to do. I wish that I had more time to make the models look a little better, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with like the state of the animation. I feel like that was probably the best of what I did. Just to get some requirements out of the way, here's the main screen with the different camera angles, just to show that. I should probably open up the actual requirements. Let me know what I'm supposed to be showing here. Sorry about this. Anyway, I can mostly remember all of them. So here you are with the main character. He's got a running animation, a jump with a sound effect that you can't really hear. There's also sound effects for the feet, but it's difficult to hear them. There's sound effects for pretty much everything. You have an NPC right here, who was kind of thrown in at the last minute because I forgot that I needed 2 of them, who's got a little bit of dialogue, and then I use one of the other playable characters as the other NPC for a majority of the game. This guy is kind of with you throughout the entire time you're playing. Originally, I was going to put some extra lives on top of these trees, but then I decided that I just didn't want to have any extra lives because I thought it'd be funny to have people die because there's a pretty difficult platforming section a little later into the game. But the ground was made by me. Pretty much all of the models in this game were made by me. The checkpoints were made by me. I saw someone else do a pirate-themed game, and they did campfires, which is what I originally did. So I moved over to doing that. And then I've got a little interaction to make you look back and kind of act like he's shouting at you. Changes the music as well to get different background. Here we've got something following you. You've got a little chest here to kind of tell you what you've done. Sorry, I've done this like section a million times, so try to test everything out. So then we've gone back this way. We have a second checkpoint right over here, and then we can do a little bit of platforming between each one of these. There's no ground underneath the water, so if you fall through the water, that's how you end up dying. And then this is just the bird telling you that it's an archipelago. I don't know why this weird like spinning issue occurs. I can never really figure out what was going on there. I spent a lot of time trying to solve that, but here's some more animations. Yep, the bird telling you what he wants. And I already grabbed the food, but like the goal is to make it so that you have to go back and grab the food, just because I doubt you would grab it. And then now you've unlocked the other playable character, which is Amalthea, which if you're curious on what that name is, it's a name of a moon from Jupiter. I was going to do Ganymede, but like a Bastion's bird from Overwatch, but I was like, oh, that's already taken. So up here, I have the 2 particle systems that were required. And then I've also kind of got an inverted normal thing going on here. I've literally never gotten the inverted normal thing to work for me. So I'm just kind of happy it's at a state that it's at right now, and I'll flood this game, apparently. So let me cook and get back there. These platforms shrink on you. Try to make it a little more difficult. Let me get back up there. There we go. Oh, I thought I had that one. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You gotta watch me be like terrible at this game. But I guess we get to see some of the other animations that I'm required to have. So we got all these sound effects, and then I'll say yes. Get a little celebration animation. And then right back to it. Ooh, I don't want to make that jump. Apparently I'm just terrible at this game. Yeah, I can never figure out what this weird collider issue is. I tried like a million different ways to get that to not happen anymore. I even like did the whole don't parent game object thing, and that didn't help at all. I think it actually made it a little worse. Okay, 90-degree turnaround. Oh, apparently I'm just awful at this game. Good luck to anyone else trying to figure that out. Maybe the key is to jump backwards, because then you can see a little better if you're jumping backwards. Okay, hold on. Okay. Apparently I'm terrible at this game. It has never been this bad.
Your legend is not done, is it?
Oh my gosh, wow. Anyway, I think that covers about 90% of them. Let me look and make sure that I touched on at least most of the requirements from this assignment. Give me 1 second, let me open it up. Nope, and I floated. I don't know why that played. Anyway. Okay, so I got to show the audio. I don't know if you could tell, but there were several times that the audio changed during this. The main menu's done. I think I've got a decent narrative with all the talking. There are definitely a decent amount of environments. There's nothing from Daisy's Tomb Raiding. I had my 2 NPCs, the bird and the one guy at the beginning. I had my 2 playable characters. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let me switch back to... Oh, win plays because... Okay, I know. I have the winning sound tied to the victory animation, so it plays whenever I hover over one of these guys and character select. This time for sure. Should go to like that. Okay. Now I can actually show you like the ending sequence. And I gave these a really, really long refloat because my goal was to make people jump from that to this, which is an impossible jump. Like I made it so that it's an impossible jump. You can't do it. And these are all super easy because the bird is better than the dude at jumping. LeBron James out here. And put the key in. I put a delay to make you wait to find out what it is, but there's nothing in the chest. You'll have to talk to the bird to find out. I guess I'll do it just so that, yeah, it's the power of friendship. And that's the end. Yeah, the development process went pretty smoothly, aside from the fact that I had to pull an all-nighter. I think the time estimate of 12 hours is a little low, decently low, pretty low. But yeah, overall the development process went pretty smoothly. I had a lot of issues with like weird mesh stuff, like trying to port over the mesh. I probably spent like 45 minutes trying to get the mesh of the main island to actually work properly, because it kept being ported over, like tilted 90 degrees, and I couldn't figure out how to fix that. I had to do some weird stuff to get that to work. But other than that, it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun on this project, and hopefully you guys like it. Thank you.